Sotong Sessions. You're on with
Candace,
Delia
and Jazz
for another virtual episode where we talk about all things life, love, and legacy. So welcome back. Episode 2, y'all. We're getting into it. We want to just send some love out there on this wonderful Thanksgiving week. We hope you guys are ready for the holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. One of the things I know my family and I love to do is talk about what we're thankful for. So let's jump in. What are y'all thankful for this year? I know it's been a crazy 2020, but let's look at the sunshine that's coming through. What are some things we're thankful for this year?
What's your ray of sunlight, Candace?
I am thankful for now all of the ridiculous things are coming to mind. Instacart upgrading my shopping list to include the wine club. That stimulus check that we got that ran out within 2 weeks, but
Okay.
yeah, well, 10 days. I rounded up.
Yours went far.
Everybody's student loans being put into automatic deferment / forbearance.
That was a gift, though. Can we acknowledge that?
We have to acknowledge it. We have to
acknowledge
it.
A gift right now.
I mean, just the gas prices being down, but still not having nowhere to drive to.
But it's still a blessing when you fill up. It takes me like about 25 to fill up.
Nice.
We haven't seen that since like 1999.
Right? I was thinking that circa 98 with the Oldsmobile or the Cutlass. I remember. In St. Louis, today was 70 degrees. We haven't hit the brutal, cold temperatures yet. We're still living out our best days of summer / fall. Yeah, I have not. I don't even know where my winter coat is. Let me knock on something. Lord, don't. I need 2 more weeks of this.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's a cool 40, 50 over here, and I'm freezing.
Oh, no. That's winter. That's when I turn the heat on. Just, you know what? In 2020, I feel like every little bit of drop counts. You got to be thankful in the small things. I think in last week's episode, we talked about just the amazing big things that God had done in our lives. And so quickly, 2020 just make you sit down and reflect. You got to count those small things. I think my last thankful for is just support. I came back from Mexico with my best friend lives here, my mom, my sister, both my sisters are here and everyone's around, closer now. And I think when we did Thanksgiving in Korea, that's something. We made family and we tried to make it fit, but to be here where there's genuine family and genuine support and it's just there constantly. I'm super, super thankful for that I don't have to be the strongest person in the room anymore. I get to lean a lot. So, that and my wine club membership, those two, that would have been enough right there. So I'm exceedingly and abundantly thankful right now.
Amen.
Yo, that wine club got you feeling right. I see it.
I just wish, I know it's not appropriate that we drink on camera, but.
Hey, get your sip on.
I like a little sip, okay?
Go ahead. I keep skipping my wink club as well. So I think for the holidays, I'm about to press that accept button instead of the skip button this month.
Go ahead.
They give you a little discount on that first purchase. 'Tis the season to be festive.
Yes. Yeah. How about you, Jazzy? What are you thankful for?
All the things that Candace said, except for my stimulus didn't make it 10 days, but that's okay. Can I just give a shout out real quick to ice cream because that's really what's been holding me down through the pandemic. We just now, meaning this year, discovered Bluebell ice cream. How come nobody's told me how good Bluebell ice cream is?
Wait, do you have it?
Yeah.
Delia, do you have Bluebell?
I don't know. I've never heard of Bluebell ice cream.
I don't think it's carried everywhere.
It's not. I feel like it's only like in the Bible Belt. Like
It's the Bible Belt, yeah.
but that thing ministered to my soul. Okay, like every week we sit down with the TV shows going, the Bluebell. It just hit different in this pandemic. I don't know. It's been a source of comfort. So
Wait, what's the flavor? Like, what's y'all go-to? Have y'all eaten y'all way through the whole collection?
Bluebell has they have like those specialty flavors. So the flavor that hit the best was definitely the milk and cookies flavor, which cookie dough is my number one. Like that's my favorite. So this is like cookie dough on steroids. So that's why I loved it. That one, they got red velvet cake.
Ooh. Is the base of it red velvet though? What's the base?
It's like red. It's like a red ice cream.
Red ice cream?
They have the cake chunks.
Preach on.
Like, check it out. Please go to the store. It's so good. It's so good.
We had it in Oklahoma. I don't think we have it in St. Louis. We like a little bit outside of the Jesus zone. So we don't get those.
Fringe.
We're on the fringe. We're the Sumerians. We're the woman at the well. Is that too much theology?
You just dropped. Candace likes to drop little nuggets of knowledge on y'all. See you paying attention.
That might not be correct. You better fact check those nuggets. Let me tell you.
Joining on this conversation.
Oh my gosh. What about you, Dee?
I mean, I know we talked about it a little bit last episode, but my bathtub gives me life. Y'all know how much a good soaking tub means to my life. Mm-hmm. So when I was apartment hunting, that was like number 2 on my list. Okay, I'm not gonna say number 1. I'm gonna say it's number 2. So when I found this place and I found my bathtub, it has a little seat behind me. Yeah, that is one of my most thankful things, that I can afford this place and this bathtub that gives me so much life. I was in there yesterday.
Yeah.
Because it's cold and I don't want to turn my heat up too hot yet. So I was like, I need to warm up. Bath time. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely one thing I'm thankful for.
Wait, what's number 1 on your list?
Number 1 on my list was the washing machine inside the unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was number 1 on my list. I didn't want to have to go anywhere to do my laundry. And I know that might sound like what it sounds like. So that's been a blessing, and I really appreciate that. And I appreciate the job that affords me the ability to have the apartment. My job is also great. My co-teacher has been a breath of fresh air and like renewed passion for teaching and education, because she's like a master teacher. She is one of those people that loves hard and works hard and is just here for the kids. And so she's been a blessing as well. I'm super thankful for her. I remember being like 12 or 13, sitting at the dinner table, and my family kind of going around, everybody being real serious about their thankful fors. And then I was like, I'm thankful for the male race. And you know what? Some 20-some odd years later, that is still true.
You was 12 when you said that? How old are you?
I was like 12 or 13. I definitely got in trouble for that comment. But you know what? It's all good. I am definitely thankful that the Lord makes beautiful things in all forms.
Yes.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
I'm gonna add that to my list.
Where'd you say this?
I'm adding that to my list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that to my thankful list and my Christmas list. Like, can I have?
Right? Take it one step further. I like it. I think it's important to remember the small things and the big things, right? Yeah. As we're, like you said, Candace, as we're thinking about what 2020 has been for so many people, including ourselves, it's been difficult and challenging in so many ways. But we're able to still pull out those little moments of gratitude and thankfulness. I also think just one thing that a lot of people were sharing over the course of the year was being thankful that they got a chance to just stop and kind of breathe and spend time with family maybe they would have never been able to spend time with before, in their immediate households, of course. Mm-hmm. But that's another thing for us to look back on this year and say, okay, everything else aside, you know, maybe I know my wife a little bit more. Maybe I know my husband a little bit more. Right. Maybe I'm able to connect with my kids in a different level and in a different way than we normally would have, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's something to celebrate and be thankful about.
Definitely. I mean, like love language, quality time is one of my top love languages. So just having that like literally every day has like gotten me through. And just like you were saying, being grateful for jobs, like nobody's guaranteed a job in this whole thing. So many people have lost their jobs, been furloughed, laid off, like you name it. And I'm super thankful, especially working in the nonprofit sector. Like that's not a guarantee to have a job at all. So the fact that I am able to work, I still got my income, and I'm still doing what I love, like that's really, really been a blessing. And it's something I reflect on like regularly. Like, thank you, God, for having me in this situation, because a lot of people don't have this right now.
Right. I think it's a weird thing, but especially when we talk about faith and the areas of faith and being like in the wilderness or whatever, and being thankful for those seasons where God like leads you in difficult places, because it really brings out like there is so much to be thankful for within this whole season of a pandemic, right? Like I'm not thankful for pandemic, but what it brought about, right? Just the time or permission. I think for me, it felt like the permission to reflect, because it's kind of hard to justify taking time to stop and do nothing for months on end because you need that reset. Like so much has to go into that. And now like no one is asking you, hey, why aren't you doing anything? Or, like you have permission to reflect because of, this difficult season that we find ourselves in.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried that we would solve this whole thing really quickly and I wouldn't have enough time. I was like, oh man, this is only going to last a couple of weeks. I need to make the most of it. And it's been like, if we're talking from age, almost a year now. So.
Yeah. And I remember at the start of the pandemic, there was a meme going around saying like, if at the end of this quarantine, you don't come out better, like with a business, like all this stuff. And I was like, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't think so. I think America needs to sit down for a second, take a nap, like
take a nap,
get some things together and just be like, there's nothing wrong with that, And I think we do feel guilty when we stop and take a break, especially if it's for an extended period. So I'm thankful that like things have slowed down to where people are able to do that and they feel free enough and like have that permission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. There is something very toxic about the grind culture, right? And so now having to stop that, I did feel that in the beginning, like, oh man, if I don't have all of my businesses making money and if I don't make, especially as a filmmaker too, like if I don't make content during this time, then who am I? Like I blew it, I blew my chance. And turns out that's not true, like plus we almost 12 months into it. So that would have been hard to keep up for that length of time.
Yeah.
So I feel like we kind of have a new BC, right? We have a new before COVID, and we have a new A after COVID, a new AC after COVID. What was it like for you guys before COVID with Thanksgiving and the holiday? Y'all know it's like my favorite holiday. So what was it like for you guys and your families and your traditions? I know it's been difficult because we've been overseas, we've been here. So what was it like for your families BC before COVID?
I like that, BC. For us, it was everybody at my parents' house. Usually my mom cooked the meal, and we weren't the type to get like super dressed up for Thanksgiving. I know some people come like full glam. We would just wear whatever. Our family eats super early, like 1:00 p.m. Yeah. What? We eat early, and like my mom, she usually starts cooking the day before. So most of the food is already ready. She just, puts the finishing touches the morning of, and then 12:00, people start circling the kitchen like, yo, mom, what's good? Like, are we ready? So yeah, usually we have like a slow morning, and on the day of Thanksgiving, we usually don't eat breakfast. It's like everybody's just holding out for the real meal. So we sit down at the table, probably like 1:00. We eat at the big table in the formal dining room. Everybody says grace, or my dad says grace. Everybody goes around, say what they're thankful for. And then we just dig into the meal. And the rest of the day is like, because everybody goes to sleep.
Wow.
But yeah.
A lot of families. I said 1 o'clock is early. That's interesting. You guys do more like a lunch, like a Thanksgiving lunch.
Yep.
Do people keep eating though? Like, do y'all come back and do it again at 5 and then again at 7?
We eat at 1. We eat early so we can eat more throughout the day. So yeah, we get double.
I like that.
Do you think you guys are gonna keep that up? Like, how is it gonna be different this year with your mom and dad's new like glam lifestyle?
I know. This year, I think everybody's just doing their own household activities, but we'll probably, my family FaceTimes a lot, or we get on house parties so everybody can see each other. So I'm sure we'll probably do something like that.
So this is gonna be your first Thanksgiving as a Rivers?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Are you gonna cook, Jazz? Are you gonna try a turkey?
A turkey? He can cook a turkey. I can do sides, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Throw some sides together. That's my favorite part anyway, so I can do the sides.
Okay, time out though. Like, what sides? What's your best side dish?
Best?
Like, what you like? Everybody like, ooh, Jazz, you gonna make the this year? What's that?
No, 'cause I don't see. My mom does the cooking. I've never done the sides for the whole family. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody gonna be like, Jazz, make the mac and cheese, because we all know if you screw up the mac and cheese, you out the family. Like,
it's a whole.
Ain't no training for that. Like, you either got it or you don't. So I'm not there. So Emmanuel will probably eat my mac and cheese if I make it, just because he got to. But for the whole group, nah, we're not.
So you gonna try it this year? I'm saying, if everybody says.
We split. So when we cook, we split whatever we cook. So we'll decide, okay, either he'll make the mac and cheese, I'll make the mac and cheese, yams, stuffing, cornbread, got that, like greens. We could get the canned ones. Ain't nobody gonna know.
Glory. They gotta be glory. If you're doing them in a can, they gotta be glory. Glory greens. We will know, but okay.
Candace, what about you guys? What are you going to be? What was your family traditions like before, and like what do you think you'll be doing now?
That's a good question. I hadn't thought about it until we was talking to Jazz, because I think last Thanksgiving I was in Korea and I was working at a international Christian school, right? So we did Thanksgiving, and they were getting ready for America. So we did Thanksgiving there, and it was huge. Like, we did the turkey and the whole thing. And it was just really sweet and warm. It was a very family vibe. And then I think all of the Thanksgivings that I can remember were done in Korea with some kind of special. I think the year before that, we did Thanksgiving, friends and family Thanksgiving. D-Money, we were there. And so I don't even know. I don't know how it works here. It's gonna be interesting. My sister just got a new house, and so she said that we're going there. She lives like 5 minutes from me. So most of my family, like, they all just moved within like 10 minutes of each other recently, like in the last month and a half. So I think it's going to be pretty big, and we'll do there. No one asked me to cook anything. I don't know why. I know how to cook. I don't know why they'll never ask me to make the greens, to bring the muscatoli, to make a side dish. I can do a pie. I don't know. They haven't asked me.
You look hurt though, like.
So, y'all got me reflecting on things. I'm like, wait a minute.
If you're watching, ask her.
If you're watching, ask me now. I can bring the Jiffy, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of boxes in my cabinet right now. I can whip it up. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving this year. I don't know what it's gonna look like, how we're gonna do it. I don't know. To be continued.
Okay.
Dee, how about y'all family? What'd you say, Jazz?
I say you got a week to figure it out, huh?
Girl, yeah.
My family, so Thanksgiving in our family, back when we were younger, it was always a lot more festive because we were younger.
Right.
Christmas was the holiday where you were just with like your immediate family. So then Thanksgiving was when the extended family would come around a lot of the times. So that's kind of why it's also my favorite, because cousins were around, aunties, uncles, grandparents, everybody was around. And we're a very showmanship, dramatic family. So there was probably somebody singing or playing something.
Oh, you're one of those families? I saw them on TV. I've seen them before. That's cute.
So we'll still, my sister, you guys know my sister's a musician, my dad's a musician. So they'll play a little something. And we'll just kind of have a good time. So that's always fun. And it always just feels really homey. And then the food is always great. I mean, I can make macaroni and cheese is definitely my go-to. And that's the thing that I love to make every year. But we'll have anything from, and because we're also Caribbean, so we do kind of a mixture of the traditional Thanksgiving stuff. And then also a little mixture of, some Jamaican food and stuff like that. So we'll have anything from turkey to goat meat on the table. And it is amazing. So
Here's my question about macaroni and cheese. Let me see if you do it right.
Oh boy. Okay, what's your question?
Egg or no egg in your macaroni and cheese?
I knew it.
I
Is it the egg in it?
Nope.
What you say?
Nope, no egg.
Let's stop right here. We can't go on. If you ain't put no egg in that macaroni with some milk, some Lorry seasoning sauce, some salt and pepper, and putting that in the oven after you've done that, what did you make?
All that you just said is true, but not the egg. I don't put the egg, but everything else I do.
How it stick together?
The cheese.
So do you do the egg in yours, Jazz? Oh, you don't make macaroni and cheese. Okay.
My mama don't do the egg. She don't.
How many different cheeses you using then? I guess you got to use mozzarella if you're gonna do it like that.
A couple of cheeses. It depends on how cheesy I want it to be, but I usually put a couple of different cheeses in it and just mix that down.
So no egg. I wonder if that's like a Midwest situation.
I feel like it's just preference. Like some people do, some people don't. I know people that do or don't both ways. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be in the comments. Y'all tell me if y'all using egg or no egg, because I thought that was the only way to go. And if you ain't using the egg, your macaroni don't taste right.
I'm gonna send you some.
But I have not had it without. So how would I know? Okay, comment below. Let us know if y'all egging or no egging. If you don't make macaroni, don't comment. Don't lie to us. Don't waste our time.
Just read the comments. Just read it through.
I'm just kidding. Leave the comment.
But I think it's really fun to see what each one of us kind of has on our plates and the different traditions and things that we do for our families and will do with our families this year. I know because of COVID and everything like that, it's going to look a little different, but I'm glad that each of us is going to get a chance to kind of spend some quality time with our loved ones. And I hope that all of you guys out there will too. You guys also know that I don't do anything Christmas until after my plate is full and I have eaten all of it and it's gone and it's now Friday morning. Y'all know I don't do that. It's a very strong opinion, and there are people who are with me and we are on the right side of things, and then there's people who are not with me and y'all are on the other side, but Jesus forgives. So it's okay.
No, Jesus forgives you not you waiting all this time to celebrate his birth. Let me tell you something. I wear my Christmas garb for the Thanksgiving episode because what are we doing? Like, what are we talking about? What decorations are on your wall when all your family coming together? Like, if it ain't a poinsettia in the house.
You got to. Show
us that tree. My camera will spin around.
It's not lit right now, but it's up. Like, come on. Like,
we got a Christmas wreath on the front door that snows every time you open it.
Okay.
I'm saying, I did my mama house on November 1st, and then I did this one.
That's when we did ours November 2nd.
Nope.
You gotta have November is a part of the festivities. You gotta have November and December. Like it's a 2-for-1.
The Thanksgiving fall festivities. You know what? It's just called respect. That's what it is. Respect for it. And y'all don't got no respect. I don't know what happened, but you got to respect the holidays. It's just, I went to the store to buy festive fall decor things on October 11th, and there was nothing left.
No, there was never nothing. It wasn't missing. They didn't put it out. Because if you go today, it still ain't nothing out there. It's all Christmas stuff.
It's not okay.
Yeah. When I went to the home store, we went in September to get our Christmas tree. They had Halloween decorations, fall decorations, and Christmas decorations all in the same store.
I will go full steam ahead after Thanksgiving. The music will come on. My dad puts his records on. Like, we're good to go the next day.
That only gives you 1 month.
That's okay. I don't need that much.
But it's a season. Like, it's the holiday season. Turn on Hallmark right now. On the Hallmark channel, on Lifetime, is all Christmas movies right now because it's the holiday season.
That's the only part of it that every year will motivate me a little bit to be like, maybe you should start earlier. Because then I have to play catch up on all these daggone Hallmark movies because they come out in September, August.
You know why that is? God is trying to tell you something. He wants you to start celebrating the birth of his son.
Temptation.
At the beginning of November.
I will resist the devil.
And he shall flee. Okay.
But I know it's funny. I mean, I have my Christmas decorations ready. I just can't do it, guys. I can't put it up yet. I see the pumpkins out. They're so cute. I don't want to put them away yet.
But what about when you have kids? So, like, they're going to be all excited for Christmas. Mommy, can we put up the tree? Can we, like, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to deny them and be like, no, it ain't December 1st yet? Like, what?
Them little kids, I don't know. Look, parents are not perfect, okay? So if they grow up and they realize that mommy made a mistake, maybe that'll be a good lesson for them.
They're going to be like, can we go to Auntie Jazz's house? She has all her decorations up.
Like, go ahead.
They're like, we saw on the 4th of July that she had her Christmas tree up. We're going to her house.
Be like, go for it. Don't you bring nothing back to this house. No, I mean, you make a valid point, though. I thought about that. I was like, when I do have kids, I know that they'll want to be part of they'll want to do all of that. And so that might make me adjust my principles a little bit. We do it for the kids.
Yes.
For the kids.
I think that this year is looking, well, it is very different, and we know that. But like I said earlier, I hope that we're able to find the joy and find the holiday spirit amongst all of the I don't want to curse on camera, all of the things.
Craziness that is 2020.
Yes, all of the craziness that is 2020. Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining us for another episode of Sotong Sessions. Please make sure y'all comment. I need to know about the mac and cheese, and I also need to know when you decorate for Christmas and if you're on the right side of justice for that. Comment down below, and we will see